Assalamu alaikum, hello and welcome back to our new tutorial Introduction to Programming with Python lecture number 2. In this lecture we will be covering the variable declaration in Python, how to print and how to take input in Python, if else condition, and also multiple if and nested if in Python, and for loop and while loop in Python. So let's move toward the compiler. So, before doing the code, I must tell you how would you open a folder in VS Code and how will you start coding in Python. First of all, go in the start menu, open Visual Studio Code. If you don't have Visual Studio Code, kindly install it in your laptop. Okay, I opened it twice. Okay, as you can see, my Visual Studio Code is open now. First of all, you just need to click on the file, open folder, and then click on this PC, click on your drive. Now click here, new folder, name it, we will name it lecture 2 notes, select the folder, now as you can see the folder is open in the Visual Studio Editor. The folder name is lecture 2 notes. Now click on this add file, click here, the bar you can see, write the name of the file. Now our file name is test.py. As you can see, our file of Python is ready now. Before doing code, you must ensure that you have two major extensions. Go there in extension, search for Python, check that Python is installed in your PC from Microsoft, and then search for code runner. As you can see, this must be installed, these two extensions must be installed in your system now. Okay, so now let's begin. First of all, how to declare a variable. Now first of all, Python is basically extremely different from the other languages. You don't need to include any type of libraries like we do in the C++ and in Java. You just simply start writing your code. It's already installed and included in the Python. Now, first of all, suppose my variable name is number, it's equal to 1. Sorry, number is equal to 1. Now as you can see, the variable is declared. In Python you don't need any type of semicolons, any type of brackets, nothing. Just write number is equal to 1. It will automatically identify that the variable is integer type. Now number 2 is equal to 3 and total is equal to number plus number 2, and let's print total. Now the total of number 1 and number 2 is equal to the total. Now how to run the code? Click on the terminal. Now in terminal you just need to write this command python and the name of your file, like here you can see test.py. As you can see, the output is 4. Now let's break into steps. Here you declare variable number 1, here you declare variable number 2, then you declare variable number 3, to which you assign the number 1 and addition of number 2, then you just print the total, and the total of 1 and 3 is 4. So this is how you declare the variables in Python. It automatically detect that which type of variable is this. Now let's see how to check the type of our variables. Now you just simply print, write type, and pass the variable name. It will tell you the type of your variable. Now simply run this. Now here you can see it's telling you it's from the class of int. Suppose I add here hello, here is no man. Okay, now after running this, it will say it's from the class of string, as you can see. Now let's see for one more thing, 1.23. Now what will be the output? It will be generally float. Here you can see it. Now as you can see, the Python is too mature that it automatically linked the variable to the class type based on its data. Now here the variable name is number, its data is this. On this data, the Python linked the variable with the class float. Now let's move toward the second objective of our lecture today. Now how to take input from the user. Suppose there's a variable name. It's simply you just need to write equal to input, enter your name, and then age, input, enter your age. So now this variable data will be inputted through the user dynamically. We will see when we will run the code. Okay, and simply you just need to print the your name is equal to name, and your age is equal to the age. So this is how concatenation is done in Python. You simply put comma between the strings and the integers. And if you want to check the types of the variable, again you just simply put type, enter the name of variable, which is name, and also if you want to check the type of your age variable, simply type age to the function type. Okay, now let's run our code. Okay, it's asking for name. My name is Noman and my age is 22. Now here you can see your name is Noman and your age is 22, and you can see it's saying that age is also a string, but we inputted an integer. So when we take input from the user, Python considered it as a string by default. For converting it into integer, you simply write age is equal to int and pass the age to the integer variable. It will convert the type from string to the integer, and when you run the code again, you will see the results. Just simply type noman and age 22, and here you can see that now. Okay, our third objective is if else. Suppose there is a subject. Okay, input, the enter the name of subject which you are studying, and then just simply marks is equal to input, enter your marks, and converting it to the integer, simply marks, or you can also do this here. So you don't need to write this anymore. It will convert the string into integer and then marks, and then total is equal to 100. Okay, if marks are less than 100, then it's mean that we are good, because the marks should be less than the total marks. Okay, then after this, check if marks are greater than 50, sorry, marks are greater than 80, and marks are less than 100. It will obviously less than 100. Then print you got your grade is A. But elif basically represent the else if the if condition didn't work, let's move to the elif, and then if marks is greater than 75, sorry, we'll move a bigger jump, then and less than 79, then print your grade is B. Okay, and else, sorry, if marks are greater than 55 and marks are less than 65, then simply print your grade is C, and else it's less than this, print you are failed. Okay, we are good, and then just run the code. Where is the error? Oh, sorry, we cannot use the brackets in Python. Here you can see you use indentation for the if else. Now if inside an if you will use 4 spaces, and then another condition, this will use further 4 spaces for making difference. So this is how you do programming in Python, and just simply now run your script, run our code, and then subject name is math, and my marks is 78. Okay, your grade is B. Here you can see the grade. Okay, last topic of lecture 2 is loops. Now loops is very important in iterative work that you have to do again and again, so understanding of loop is a good concept. Okay, number one, suppose rounds is equal to 5. We have to take 5 rounds, and then the number is equal to 2. Okay, now what is the syntax in Python is basically this: for I in range of 5, or you can say rounds. Okay, and then print that 2 multiplies by, I need to define a variable here, 1, which is I, and then I plus plus, and then that's it. You cannot do I plus plus in Python like this. You just need to do like this. For increment you use this method. You cannot use this like we do in C++ and in PHP. And then go and run the code. You will see that the for loop will move in the range of rounds, which is 5, which means that the loop will be iterate it 5 times, and the I will be incremented 5 times, and the 2 will be multiplied 5 times by I. We can write here a number which is basically 2. So let's run the code. As you can see, for the first time the number was 2 and the I was 1, so 2 cross 1 is must be 2, but I think okay, I understand the error, that this I start from 0 and we define that I is equal to 1, and basically when you write I here, it means that I is 0. It will automatically do increment in I, so you don't need to write I here. Basically it will, Python will automatically do increment in I if you don't even use this shit. Okay, and now let's test it out. As you can see, it automatically did increment in I. For the first time I was 0, for the second time I was 1, for the third time I was 2, for the third time I was 3, and for the fifth time I was 8. Okay, so if you want to print it till the 10, you just simply need to write this. This is the specialty of for loop in Python. It can be used for multiple things like lists, dictionaries, and a lot. We will study this in detail in the next tutorial, but for now we need to move toward the while loop. While loop is also very similar to the impy syntax with the C++. You simply need to write a condition, a while, and then while if rounds are greater than 1, it will iterate. For now the rounds are 6, so we just simply need to print the rounds, and then we will do decrement in the rounds. Okay, rounds minus 1, and that's it. We can remove the for loop from here for distraction and print here the while loop starts. Okay, and the here, sorry, we will be using while loops ends. Okay, now here, now just test our code, and here you can see the while loop starts from 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and when it comes to 1 we need rounds to be greater than 1, and when it's equal to 1, that loop will be breaked automatically. So I hope you understand the concept of for loop and while loop. We will go through in detail in the next tutorial. Stay connected to us, please subscribe, and thank you. Allah Hafiz.